cool. All right, welcome to the round of 4. This is the semifinals of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 21, powered by Cybersports Network. This is going to be Feel the Vibe with a couple of subs this week because both Feel the Vibe and Point Defense didn't quite have full rosters, so they kind of, Feel the Vibe added a couple Point Defense guys to their roster so they'd be able to play this week. So that's why we're seeing a couple different names over there on Feel the Vibe side. Buddha Rice on Ezreal, Fadru on Alistar, Spawn Legacy on Swain, MMKH on Talon, and Sauron on Jarvan the Fourth. I'm Gander, and casting with me is...
Chobra here. Let me introduce you to the other team. We have Blind Pick Banditos here on the red or purple side. Depending on if you have colorblind mode on, we have Aish on Maokai, Lalia on Fizz, Talus PA on Urgot, Zemike on Sona, and a Parkhurst on that AD Malzahar for the bottom lane.
Arcade Sona so happy! Fight stick on the weird side of her little floating keyboard desk thing. I want a game rig right that. It would be so good. Look at the items here, though. We've got... everything looks pretty normal. Boots, pots, pro items. Pro being an abbreviation for prospectors. Seeing Malzahar opening with that tier. Probably going to turn that into a Manamune, as a Parkhurst does tend to favor that bottom lane AD Malzahar. Seeing Catalyst first on Alistar. No boots, just opting for that Catalyst. Being able to use that early game Regan, because you hit that level 4 during the fight. Going to trigger that Catalyst. Maokai opening with some armor and a health crystal, ruby crystal there, and coming up to the top, Aish with a little bit of poke there. Talus PA sticking his head out, exchanging a little bit of damage as the fight over Windmill begins.
Yeah, Urgot already putting down a lot of damage onto Ezreal with the help of Sona, and they're going to catch Talon with that twisted advance. Everyone jumping right on in. Talon is forced to just go back in with that silence to try to do some form of damage against the enemy team, knowing that he was pretty much done for in that engagement. This leaves Maokai to channel way past the halfway mark on the Windmill.
Lalia hanging out away from the fight, high on mana but low on health, letting her health potions kind of take effect there. MMKH coming into the fight, doing a little bit of damage. They're jumping in for Talus PA. He wants to be able to get that Urgot down there, and Lalia is going to get taken down by Fadru there. Urgot goes down as well. Zemike low on health. MMKH is able to rake her there and get that kill, and now going for Aish. Aish is low on hit points and is going to also fall. MMKH with the sort of unofficial triple right there as Talus PA and team cut into the side, finding Buddha Rice there. Talus chasing him into the bush. He's going to arcane shift out and head on back home as Fadru and Lalia kind of duel a little bit up top.
Yeah, it's having only Talon die in the first skirmish there allowed him to come back with that revive and do a lot of cleanup work. Worked out in favor of Feel the Vibe. We do see Urgot now channeling that Storm Shield in the middle. Fizz is actually going to jump right on out of that Never Move, turns right back onto Swain. Meanwhile, Ezreal is taking quite a bit of damage. Urgot turning around, puts down some auto attacks, and Talon puts down a lot of damage with that rake. Talon just has such good base damage with that ability. It's also AoE, and a slow, so very, very good early game ability. Fizz actually jumps in for the assassination, but is not going to connect to Ezreal. Still gets the kill onto Swain. Actually, Sona gets the kill credit, and a nice snipe with that Mystic Shot. That's Buddha Rice the kill against Ilalia.
And Talus PA having to back away a little bit there. Buddha Rice trying to zone him out, does not want him to be able to secure that Storm Shield, because that Storm Shield gives you health and it gives you some damage. Spawn Legacy looking for Talus PA. Swain has a cane, he doesn't walk so well, but he's going for it anyway. Fadru knocks Talus onto the point there, and Talus going to suppress Spawn Legacy, put him right underneath that tower, but he seems to be okay as Talus retreats from the point there. Fadru taking some damage from that tower, though, and the recently returned Zemike and Ilalia come in there to clean things up and defend the drill.
So, contrary to the first two matches we've seen today, which had Team Pooty in the matchup, we're seeing a bit more of a traditional setup here of 4 people consistently focusing on the top half of the map as there's a 1v1 going on bot lane, just in terms of kind of pushing each other out of the lane. But we may need to see a change of focus. Meanwhile, Talon does a huge amount of damage onto Sona and will get out safely thanks to stealth on his ultimate. Urgot now has returned with full resources. Zemike is very low, but it's still hanging around the team just to provide the auras, which helps so much. Talon is going to catch her with that rake, not able to blink over for the kill. Meanwhile, Maokai does deny the health relic with that Twisted Advance, speeding on board. Malzahar comes from the bottom lane. They're trying to put down some more damage to pick up the kill onto Talon, but Talon puts on a really good rake. Meanwhile, top portion of the map, Fizz gets a double kill. Talon's PA very low, but they're actually going to chase away this Alistar. Alistar wants to fight under the tower. Fizz is going to start channeling onto that tower as MMKH comes back in. Will get shut down as Urgot just needs to turn around, put down some auto attacks. There's the Ignite onto Alistar. The heal is not going to matter that much. He will get bursted down. Fizz, if Eulalia had taken one more tower, that would have been very dangerous, but teammates to the rescue, channeling down onto the windmill.
Fadru delaying for every last possible second that he could in that engagement, and Eulalia having to recall right there. She's one lucky true shot barrage away from being dead there, and she goes ahead and retreats. Buddha Rice and Spawn Legacy in the middle of the map. I'm not sure where they're going quite yet. Looking down at the items there, seeing Swain going for that catalyst, probably going for a Rod of Ages. Would not surprise me. Parkhurst getting ganked down there. Sauron with the ultimate from J4. Spawn Legacy in a position to immediately go for that tower, though Eulalia is right behind him. Spawn Legacy sees it coming. She pokes her head just far enough outside the fog of war to be able to be revealed. I don't know if she knows Fadru is there or not. Looks like she has a suspicion and she's kind of hanging back away from those bushes, and she's going to turn her attention top, but have to turn around when she realizes, hey, there's 3 people down here. I'm a fish and I have a lot to say about it. Goes in for Spawn Legacy there to interrupt that cap, although they do have creeps coming in. Those creeps might be able to pull off that neutral, and that's going to ruin the defender's advantage that they have, and does get that neutral minions MVP right there. But just up north of that, MMKH is caught by Aish in the middle of the map, and he is taken down. Now Fadru is being chased by the entire enemy team.
Yeah, Banditos trying to make a comeback here for the Boneyard, but Alistar is already quite tanky. Urgot trying to put down some poke damage as they chase. Fizz coming in a little bit, actually goes past the minions, but will get knocked up by a very well placed Dimension Standard by Jarvan. Hops right on over the Never Move, very, very well played by Fizz. And now Blind Banditos is going to turn this around with a full resource Malzahar, but a great headbutt is going to lock Maokai down next to the tower. However, Swain and Alistar have taken quite a bit of damage at this point. Jarvan also sitting at about half health, picks up the health relic, is going to get silenced though, so not able to jump right in. Meanwhile, top lane, Sona is getting down low. Swain has that dot on him from Malzahar. He will survive for the time being. He's trying to just spellvamp away with his ultimate. He's going back and forth to kite this with his ultimate, and there's the true shot barrage picking up the kill onto Maokai. Urgot, meanwhile, picks the kill onto Jarvan. Should get a double kill here against Swain, but the bird still does damage as Swain dies. The shield barely saving him at 16 health, and Drew looking for the kill, but the health relic is Urgot, so Alistar needs to back out.
Yeah, that tower fight right there, that minion almost got him, but that Terror Capacitor at just the last moment was able to keep him alive. But up at the top of the map, however, MMKH has been really kind of working it up here. He's gotten that tower closer and closer to neutral, killing those minions off. He just needs it to get kicked over. Oh, just an inch away. A couple more minions and he'll be able to get that neutral. And then, oh, he's just going to straight up go for the neutral there, and he gets it. But Eulalia, she lands the shut down on Eulalia, unfortunately. She wasn't quite able to get that damage in, didn't quite live long enough to finish him off. However, Aish is coming up there to clean things up. He is able to get the kill on Talon. Buddha Rice now engaging Aish. Aish not having a defender's advantage, or his team with him, is being whittled down rather quickly. Swain, Swan Legacy Swain over there, back capping the drill while this is going on. Buddha Rice picks up that kill and begins capping the windmill. Malzahar down at the bottom, but Buddha Rice fires off the shot to interrupt it, calling down that artillery strike from on high. Spawn Legacy takes the drill and is now hanging out defending it, and Feel the Vibe has 4 points.
Feel the Vibe taking a commanding lead right now, and a 2v1 at the drill is actually going to turn things around in favor of Blind Pig Banditos. They're going to go ahead and neutralize this. They should be able to get the capture without any issues, but it's still a 3-2 cap advantage in favor of Feel the Vibe, and they're quite a bit ahead in terms of points. A little bit over 100, but you know, the enemy Nexus is nearing half health, so that's a really good place to be in. We do see Banditos looking for a way to set up for a team play here at the windmill. They're splitting off 2-2. They are going to catch Talon right in the middle, but Talon jumps right on over with that Storm Shield. Look at the damage going down to Urgot. Urgot is forced out of the fight. A long Twisted Fan is going to catch Ezreal as Urgot finishes off the kill from long range. Talon has been stunned. Talon needs to now turn around as Maokai is putting us to sustain damage onto him alongside Zona. Maokai now caught in between two of the enemy champions. Zona going back and forth to kite damage away from Swain, but Swain now turns on his ultimate. It might be too late. He is going to survive with that last spellman, but Fizz misses the Trickster, but will get the kill with the Trident, going right back into the brush up at top. And there is that opportunity. Position versus takes Alistar away from the tower. Very, very well played. Taking away the defender's advantage. Tower has now been neutralized, so there's nowhere for Alistar to run to. Fizz is going to go in with the Chum the Waters. Urgot picks up the kill, and Banditos is turning this game around.
That fight up there at Windmill, Eulalia not recalling, just kind of biding her time, waiting for a good opportunity to jump in. When you have that much mana, you're just a little bit too valuable to recall in that situation, because it'll just be a few moments that you can wait in those bushes, have your cooldowns refresh, and then be able to contribute to the fight again. The bottom end of the map, however, Parkhurst is pushing the creeps up on Sauron there, but we see Spawn Legacy down the lower end of the map. Looks like he's cutting in from behind. He could go for the back cap or could go for the gank. Going to have to find out. Meanwhile, at the top, it gets denied with a Garrison up there, and now MMKH is on the run. Buddha Rice is staying up there to try and put pressure on it. Down bottom, Mouse has to turn around to deal with Swain. Pulled off that point. He gets sandwiched over there a little bit, and Eulalia taking a lot of damage, retreating from that. Ashe is right on Buddha Rice as all of this goes on. Eulalia circles around, she's coming back in, but she's really low on health, and Fadru is able to take her down. Malzahar picks up a double kill in the bottom lane against Jarvan and Swain.
What a play coming from Malzahar. The True Shot Barrage nearly takes out a Parkhurst, but a Parkhurst says, nope, I'm okay, just gonna reclaim this tower. Meanwhile, the opponent's bot lane tower had also been neutralized. These are both the objectives right now. Talus PA almost got the capture that would have given Banditos the advantage of having that damage buff, but alas, we do see Feel the Vibe coming right back in. Urgot was spotted as he rushed into the corner of that brush, so Jarvan knows where he is. Ezreal now spots him. They're going in for the chase. There's the ultimate from Jarvan, locks him right in, but the hyper-connect position for Riverside to get out of that wall, but that's away from his own tower and his teammates, so Jarvan will pick up the shutdown onto Urgot. Meanwhile, top lane, Swain and Alistar help take down some kills, and now they're continuing to do so, but Fizz actually now has come by, and even with the ultimate, the dot is just too much. The health percentage dot, Chum the Waters will land across the corner of the wall. Can Fizz capitalize on this? Just another playful Trickster may be enough, and it's going to land, but not be enough. There's the auto attack though to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, bottom, the fight continues as MMK just running very low. Talon picks up the kill. Sauron may just have to trade kills here. That's exactly no. Mike actually turns to the tower first, and Sauron gets out alive.
And during all of that, my camera was up top for most of that. Eulalia getting taken down. The fight at the refinery swings in favor of Feel the Vibe as they begin moving up towards the windmill. But Eulalia had her revive available. She immediately hits up. She knows exactly what's going on. Heading up towards the windmill now to defend against that. She's speeding up here as quickly as she can. There's a couple of minions backing them up, but is it going to be enough? Yes, they are going to get neutral. Eulalia is not going to engage against that 1v2, so she's going to turn around, she's going to group up with her team and go for Fadru in the middle. 4 versus Cow. Can Fadru get out of this in one piece? We're going to have to find out. MMKH and Spawn Legacy coming down in from the top to try and get the damage in on Talus PA, but Maokai's Maelstrom right there helping to limit that. Spawn Legacy goes down. Now it's just MMKH. Feel the Vibe is kind of on the run at the moment. They're like little dots being chased by Pac-Man, trying to find some sort of way to escape. The ghost from Pac-Man, excuse me. MMKH getting chased all the way up to the tower, and it looks like that point is in serious danger.
Meanwhile, Fadru has neutralized this Boneyard while Malzahar is busy dueling Jarvan under the quarry. Malzahar is a little bit ahead in terms of health at this tower though, but after capping the Boneyard, Fadru is going to come back around and that's going to chase a Parkhurst away. Buddha Rice caught by Urgot and Sona gets taken down in a 2v1. Fizz joins them for a 3-man strike here at the refinery. Swain is the only one there. Fizz is slightly low, but no worries. Look at that burst coming down. Assassinates Swain, but Talon has something to say about that. But a great crescendo catches Talon as soon as he finishes the kill. Urgot, no, actually Sona's going to pick up that kill credit, and they will be able to maybe neutralize this tower. No, Jarvan comes in excellent. An interruption onto both champions. Jumps right onto Sona with that Dimension Standard Dragon Strike combo, and then the ult onto Urgot. Interrupts both of them, saves the tower, and Drew is now on to
very
the
good
drill.
ult use there by Zamike. Zamike gets caught by an airborne. Sauron might be able to pick this up. Yes, he is. And now he's turning around to go for a Parkhurst, though Parkhurst is going to check those bushes with his ability and then get on out of the way. Yeah, MMK stopping to double A that song that Sona played was what sealed the deal from over there, but thankfully, Sauron was able to clean up that bit at the refinery. Now at the windmill, Fadru is chasing Aish and kicking him off of the point to try and get as much damage in on him while they are not under the tower as possible, but Aish is doing a very good job of delaying. He hasn't thrown down the Maelstrom yet, however. Are we going to see it? Or it looks like he seems to have been conserving his mana. Throws down that Garrison before he dies, and that Garrison is going to be enough to keep this from swinging against Blind Pick Banditos. Wally and Tiles PA coming up to the top there, putting the hurt on Fadru now, as he's kind of locked back up behind the windmill.
You know, Fadru has kind of been the hidden champion for Field of Vibe right now, just with the mobility and taking, putting pressure onto all these different points, taking away towers, back caps or side caps as we might call them. And Urgot actually now catches Talon. There's Hyperkinetic Precision just to keep him locked down so Fizz can catch up. But Alistar comes in for the save with the combo of Headbutt Pulverize. Chum the Waters lands onto Alistar though, but then Lolly realizes, nope, too low health for this fight. And Blind Pick Banditos is forced to retreat. They might actually have to just sacrifice Windmill once again. It was a hard-earned victory, but bot lane, they may be able to take away the quarry. They will in fact neutralize it. Maokai picks up the kill against Jarvan, the shutdown, and Swain is now forced away as Malzahar starts channeling onto this. They should be happy to trade the windmill for this quarry. Yeah, with Urgot going down and Zamike is the last one. Some very good play by Buddha Rice's Ezreal, really making the difference, I think, in that engagement. Zamike misses with the arrows there, and the point is going to go to Field of Vibe now. However, Maokai is trying to back cap in over here at the refinery, but Ezreal has something to say about that. Aish is not listening, however. Doesn't have to worry about that at all, just backs on out of the way. Throws down a Twisted Advance on Fadru, but eats an airborne for his troubles. Aish trying to retreat. Trees do not move terribly fast, though. He's outrunning a cow. Talus PA comes down to bail him out. That's something you don't see every day, ladies and gentlemen. The wildlife running away from the predator. Buddha Rice Arcane shifting over that wall to try and delay, but getting taken down, unfortunately. And now Fadru trying to defend this 1v3, and Spawn Legacy is still a little ways away. Man, this Alistar is so tanky. The Spawn Legacy has come up, but there is the Maelstrom from Maokai, and Chum the Water is actually going to catch both enemy champions, instantly burst down Swain. Alistar is still surviving with all the health and defensive stats he's got, but it's not enough. Blind Pick Banditos will come out victorious in that 3v2 situation, and they'll be able to take away the windmill. Meanwhile, Jarvan recaps the quarry in favor of Field of Vibe. Blind Pick Banditos just fighting to make a comeback here. They've closed the gap to only about 50 points. And Zamike got into a little bit of a disagreement over on the lower right side of the map. However, Zamike, with that sheen on Sona, does a little bit more damage than MKH wanted to deal with, and he went ahead and recalled on out of there. Things kind of mellowed out for a moment. Swain, if you notice in that last engagement, took a ton of damage from that Churn the Waters, but it's because he has a lot of hit points, but not really a lot of resistance. We're seeing that again right now as he takes so much damage all at once. Birdman not with the benefit of the sun's rays to help him out. MMKH retreating, but getting yanked under that tower. Good ult by Talus PA, though, able to jump out, however, and now Zamike going for Buddha Rice there. Just wants to get that last little bit of a hit in, and Sona is going to be victorious! Wow, what a fight. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the Quarry has been neutralized. Maokai going straight for the refinery is going to get the full cap here, and they've traded the Boneyard for this. They're still keeping up the 3 cap, and now it's pretty much dead even. 109 to 98 and counting down against Feel the Vibe. Banditos doing everything they can to stay in this game and make it a nail biter. Alistar now has started taking quite a bit of damage from Fizz as Fizz got that death cap, helping with the huge amount of burst, even able to assassinate this huge cow. Sona comes in for assistance. It's a 3v2 here. There's a Chum the Waters to stop the advancement from Jarvan. Meanwhile, Talon takes out Maokai at another side of the map. Fizz is going to chase away Alistar. The dot is going to kill him, and Fizz comes back for the double kill with the Seastone Trident.
And Talos PA in the middle of the map over here, trying to make a play, but getting caught and taking a lot of damage. And Buddha Rice is close to the top. He's going to try and go for that neutral and see if he can get it before Sona gets there. She's coming up from the bottom right now. She's got that Sheen proc ready to go. Buddha Rice is like, nope, I do not want any Sona. I don't play 8-bit games. You can't give me that controller. Hiding up behind the windmill right now, kiting her around, keeping her away from that point. But Eulalia from the side, bottom angle, gets him with the trident and takes him down. Now Aish in the middle of the map. They're grouping up with his teammates, looking for their next big move, trying to keep the lead that they've just built.
Look at that burst once again onto the Swain, just instantly melts in the hands of Fizz, and now they're chasing away this Alistar once again. Alistar really tanky with his ultimate on, and Talon actually comes to the rescue, but what can he do? Actually get stunned in his stealth for the crescendo. What a great placement. Helps pick up the kill. 4v1. Talon not able to escape with that free escape tool on his ultimate. Fizz chase away Ezreal, is going to dodge the True Shot Barrage, and now just stay away from Alistar. Alistar looking for that kill. Fizz jumps in to pick up the kill and make some more distance between him and Alistar. Meanwhile, Talon now getting chased away by the revived Talon, but Talon gets bursted down once again, and Swain this time around survives a little bit longer thanks to Fizz not being present, but Urgot is just as tanky. Urgot gets a double kill. Sona helping with that burst. They're going to just keep Alistar locked down. Urgot is not taking any more damage with the help of Sona. They're going to keep him slowed. They have him pretty much pinned. Even with the ultimate, it's in favor of Banditos. They're finally going to back off, knowing that they have the advantage.
Alistar is basically the final boss of any engagement, and Eulalia is picking up the legendary and the godlike with some very, very good Fizz play all game long, being the force of destruction, and with a lot of very skillful play, knowing when to back out, let her cooldowns refresh, knowing how to play it, knowing when to hide, when to engage. Very good decision making by Eulalia all game long, and we're really seeing that pay off. Sauron's gonna check those bushes, but he doesn't like what he finds in there. Sauron going down. MMKH gonna be very quick to follow. Eulalia with the double kill, but she finally gets shut down by Buddha Rice's Ezreal. However, her entire team is right there to clean things up, and this is a no-fly zone for that whole flock of birds as Swain gets taken out. And the position reversal right there puts Talos PA right into the fight. Aish retreats out so that he doesn't die. Buddha Rice comes in by himself to try and get some of this done. Spawn Legacy follows up right behind him. A lot of people on Blind Pick Banditos' side are getting really, really low on mana right now, except for Eulalia, who still has all of it, but she's taking a lot of damage, has to back out of the fight, wait for those cooldowns. She's circling back in for another pass, but Sauron goes in there, throws down the Cataclysm, and cleans things up, but it's too late.
Wow, that was just a really good cleanup by Jarvan, able to take out everyone. They were all so low, but as you mentioned, the focus wasn't on the towers. They got into this engagement in mid, and they just got completely blinded with the fight. They used their revives to come back to clean up the fight rather than go for the open towers, and victory goes to Blind Pick Banditos.